Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we're here to talk to you about our picks for the November 18th FOC that is coming up. G and I work for Penguin Random House. We manage sales around the world for comic book stores around the world, again. So the titles that we talk about in these videos are from the publishers that we represent into those markets. Also note we're on social media. So aside from YouTube, we are also on Instagram, we are on X/Twitter, and we're on Facebook. You can find us at PRH International Comics, but we'll leave some links in the description below to make it easier for you. So without further ado, we're gonna get started, and I think it's you first, G.
Yes. So my first pick, let me click into it. That would help. Maybe.
Yes.
There we go.
Amen.
So we have Run Wild Sai. This is maybe pronounced that way. I apologies if not. This is the novel version, volume one. We're coming out with two different versions. So you'll have like the regular standard version, and then we'll have the special edition. So for specifics on the actual special edition and what it includes, it will be shrink wrap, so it'll include like bonus merchandise, like a double-side bookmark, a lined notebook, three Polaroids of the main characters. It'll have a sticker sheet and etc. There's like new art from guest artists, included in the special merchandise. So yes. So what is this about? This is Oh, I should mention that the limited edition, it does contain like everything within the standard regular edition. It's just that it has the bonus merchandise, just so you know. But going into the premise of this, we have a 17-year-old Jiang Chen who is cast aside, unfortunately, by his adoptive parents, and he is sent to a desolate northern town to live with his gambling obsessed deadbeat father. And so he arrives there with like a suitcase in hand, pack of cigarettes, and like a very uncertain future. And it's everything about that place is pretty much run down. And it is at that point in his life where he meets Gu Miao, who is like a quiet, troubled girl. She has a brother named Gu Fei, and Gu Fei, especially, he is very reluctant, disenchanted about like these people, and reluctant to connect with them because he's just like not in the right headspace at this point. So you know, even with the setting and the environment where the town is covered in snow, hope seems to be frozen in time. There's just these things that are going against him in his life, but then there's this unexpected bond that forms between all three of them. And it's the warmth that he desperately needs, but it's basically all of them that they needed this. And it's like a special journey that all three characters go through, and it's going to be um, collector packaged in such a beautiful form in this physical release. So this would be my FOC pick, one of my FOC picks for this week.
Very cool. And we continue with one of my cover picks, and this is Space Usagi White Star Rising #3. This is the cover V, is in a 1 in 10, and is by the amazing Jennifer L. Mayer. And of course, you can see here how beautiful it is with Usagi and the other figure next to each other on a bridge, stars falling in the sky, with the reflection on the water below, some lanterns lit on the bridge they're on. It's just extremely beautiful. If you haven't checked out Jennifer Elmayer's art before, you're missing out. She's amazing. She's done several of Space Usagi and Usagi, Space Usagi, I think specifically covers, not just this series, but other ones, and they are just gorgeous. And she is amazing in general. If you look up her social media and her site and all that, you can tell she's amazing. at doing very cute, fluffy, beautiful animal images. So, and also she does like very fantastic and like very beautiful human figures too. But I think that's why Space Usagi and Usagi is such a perfect thing for her because it combines, animals and human features. There are all these. There's this one cover that we saw a few months ago where like Usagi with these fluffy flying bunnies flying towards them. It's one of my favorites for this year. And like I said, you should check her out on her socials and on her site, but also definitely pick these up. I missed out on these because they you really have to like they tend to be racial variants, even though it's 1 in 10, which is not that big, but they tend to like go really fast. And I think this is one of the most underrated artists right now that are out there. So you need to check her out right now. There you go.
All right, in a complete shift here. So I picked Kid Pool Spider Boy issue number one. This is Chris Campana variant. So with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie that introduced fans to like a whole bunch of Deadpool variants, you might have seen Kidpool in the movies. So, Kidpool finally enters the Marvel Comics universe for the first time in this title. This is a one-shot written by Christopher Yost and artist Nathan Stockman. And so this would be the first historic meeting with Kidpool teaming up with one of the like very popular Spider-Boy when Spider-Boy first debuted. People went wild. So this is great. So I picked this cover because there's just something about them fleeing with weapons in hand. It looks like a
Yeah.
water gun and a lightsaber. And
Yeah, I
then the
love the
pigeon is
lightsaber.
like, I'm gonna use this chance to eat French fries.
Get a French fry.
You
Yeah.
got to. The pigeons in
Yeah.
the city, so I love it. So yes.
Very, very cool. And we continue with Blade, Red Band number 3. This is the Martin Coccolo variant. This is obviously you pull it back because it's part of the Red Band series that we're like, Marvel has been doing ever since uh, Bloodhound came out. So these are very bloody, as you can tell by the cover, by amazing Uruguayan artist who's also part of the Stormbreakers, Marvel Stormbreakers program, Martin Coccolo. It's just gorgeous, beautiful, and bloody and scary, and yeah, if if you're gonna have Blade and you're gonna have vampires out there, this is the way to show it. I think it needs to be bloody and not to criticize any others, but I prefer them to shiny ones that are very beautiful and look like boy band members. So, anyways, that's just my own opinion. So there you go. That's it for this one. There's not much more to say about this one. Great.
Oh, and then you have my pick, Seance and the Asylum. This is issue three. I particularly wanted to spotlight cover A by Andrea Moody.
Hmm.
And this one we have like I chose it because I think it's a very striking cover. It looks like lightning, but it's in the shape of a person being strangled. um, but so in this one we have Ashcroft Hospital. None of the doctors know what's going on with patients acting really strangely. So we have the infirmed uh, patients who are seemingly changing as if they're possessed. So only Alicia, the main character here, knows the truth about the patients who are possessed. They're basically, their bodies are being used as vessels and spirits from the other side. No one will believe her, not even the doctors around here. So, um, what she fears the most, and she's not willing to admit, is that the number of patients who are acting like this is growing, and that is concerning. So it's a
Mhm.
question of what am I gonna do before it's too late? You're gonna have to find out by picking up these issues. This is a 4 issue miniseries, so pick it up before it ends, or you could go back and pick up the previous volumes if you haven't so already. So we have Clay McLeod Chapman, who brings like his horror side into Dark Horse Comics with this title, so had to include this. It's a beautiful cover as well.
Yeah. And we continue with Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, number 3. This is a Megan Hetrick variant. It's a 1 in 25. It's very beautiful with the night sky and the moon, and Moon Knight just hanging on top of it. It's just very cool, and I love. Every once in a while I pick Moon Knight covers because I think it gives the artist a very great chance to play with just white and black and white on his costume, and this one is a great example. And I love that it still has a little bit of tones of red in the background and all that, so you get an idea that you are looking at space. I do want to mention this story is it's a Christmas story on this one. The description starts with Silent Night equals Violent Night, which makes me think of Die Hard, which some consider me the one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. But anyways, check it out definitely, and I think this one is this. I noticed that this series is getting a lot of traction, and with this cover, I mean, you can't go wrong with Megan Hetrick, who does amazing art too. So
Mhm.
there you go.
Okay,
And
and
that's
next
it for
up,
our picks, right?
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so G, you're
For
gonna tell us about the news,
yes, yes, the news.
right?
For the news, I'm gonna play this
There you
because
go.
cute. Wait, let me it's an enemy announcement. Four, go for it, Nakamura!
Yeah,
Exclamation point. I'm very much excited for this. So Nakamura loves a boy in his class, but he has to keep it together because he has to repress his emotions? Question mark. Nakamura is a shy boy who falls in love at first sight with another boy, this dreamy high school classmate. But there's a problem. They haven't met each other yet. So Nakamura is a total
yeah,
klutz, as you can see from the trailer, who might bungle things before they even begin this relationship question mark. So yes, so follow this endearing, very cute boys love comedy about the trials of high school, and it's basically Nakamura's hilarious attempts to cling to happiness.
yeah,
And we have the volumes here. So we have the first book, Go For It, Nakamura, available to pick up. But then if you want more, there's a follow-up sequel to Go For It again. Nakamura
Nakamura. Yeah,
and his beloved crush is in the background in hearts and stars behind. So yes, it's very cute. I can't wait. Did I mention I can't wait?
yeah.
Anime should come out next year,
Excellent.
so. Mhm.
Excellent. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. And like I said before, we're on social media, so you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, and of course YouTube at PRH International Comics. We'll leave links in the description. And that's it. Come back, watch more videos. We have more content that you can watch, and make sure to comment if you feel like you need to let us know what you like, what you don't like, mostly what you like. Thank
Mhm.
you. That's it. Bye.
Bye.